Good afternoon. My name is Yvette Chevalier Lopez, candidate for Clark County Family Court Judge, Dept I. This afternoon I've been asked to talk to the public about the judicial election process. I moved to Nevada in 1981, and all these years judges in Nevada have been elected, but newcomers don't necessarily know that. On June 9th, 2020, all of the local candidates, 26 seats open in family court judges, will have a June 9, 2020 primary election. Normally, during those primary elections, just a very small percentage of the possible voters show up to vote and cast their vote. That is actually a terrible disservice to the people. When only 200,000 out of a possible 1.5 million people vote, that means that a very small percentage of the population is making a decision about who will take care of Nevada's children and families. And that is unfortunate. For that reason, we're spending time educating the public about the June 9, 2020 primary election. Oftentimes, if you don't receive a physical newspaper, you won't know about it unless you receive a ballot in the mail. Some people see the booklet and throw it in the garbage thinking it's junk mail, and they never looked at the ballot. Actually, the ballot book from Clark County actually includes all of the local primary candidates so that you can read up and do your research on who we are before you go and cast your vote. On June 9th, and maybe 2 weeks before, there's early voting as well. What you will see is at community centers, schools, malls, parking lots, a very small 2x2 sign that says, "Vote here." Oftentimes, it's a small sign. People will drive right past it and it won't think about the fact that there is an actual election for your local candidates, the people that make decisions about your life, your schools, your healthcare, your taxes, your streets, your environment, your water, and all the things that matter to people in a state and in a city and in a community, the local candidates. On June 9th, 2020, it's important that you learn who the candidates are, because people, especially in family court, make decisions about divorce, custody, guardianships, child support, restraining orders, adoptions, termination of parental rights, child protection services type of cases, and even some family court judges work in special guardianships and elder protection, where they have guardianships for people that are disabled and elderly people that are incapacitated to care for themselves and require the help of a guardian. Appointed or elected or family members come before the family court judges to help elderly people that are no longer able to care for themselves to have a viable adult guardian that can help them take care of their business and take care of themselves when they're no longer able to do it for themselves. And all of that from birth to death is involved in the family court system. So a lot of people say, well, I don't have kids, or my kids are out of school, or I'm married and I'm not divorcing, so I don't care about the family court judges. But the truth of the matter is that even people that are 80, 90, approaching 100 or over 100 years old, who have no family left, no spouses left, or who just need someone from the guardianship office to step in and organize their care and plan for their long-term care, need the family court system. And we are here to help the public and to provide those services and to listen to the needs of the community. Now, who is elected to family court? Many states, the judges are not elected, but here they are. Well, unfortunately, in Nevada, if you look at the history of who's been elected to judges, money matters. A lot of very wealthy people who want their children to become judges can easily fund a campaign and invest $500,000, $1 million, television ads, digital ads, and mailers to your home, making the person look fantastic. And you don't really know who this person is, but yet because they have the financial resources, they are able to reach out to the voters and make themselves a viable candidate and be elected on name only or finances. Now, of course, we all know that buying your election should not be permitted, but in this state, elections are competitive and everyone needs to compete for that vote. Now, I'm Yvette Chevalier Lopez. I come from a very poor background. I've been on my own since I'm 13 years old. I have no mother, no father, no legacy money to use for this election. I am using mostly volunteers. At this point, today is February 28th, I believe, 2020. I have already been able to gather together volunteers, in-kind services in excess of $85,000, not in money, but in volunteer energy and effort, helping me to bring my name and bring my message and bring myself to the public so that I can compete in this election that's upcoming on June 9, 2020. And just so you know, what happens after June 9, 2020 is that the two people with the highest amount of votes get to move on to the general election, where the next president of the United States will be voted in. And that is another 10-month process after the June 9th, 2020 election. So it's very important that people get involved in the primary end. For example, if someone were to have 51 and 1 vote, that's it, the election is over. So I hope that you can reach out to me and call me, go to my website, text me, email me, ask me any questions about why I'm running for family court judge, how I would decide from the bench on what is best for children, and what I can do for the community from a new, different point of view from maybe what other judges are doing. I believe that the judges in family court are good people. I also believe, having been in the community since 1981, working with children and families as a teacher, a counselor, a therapist, a social service director, a child foster care placement manager, that there's still lots more that can be done to help children and families in Las Vegas. And if you'd like to have a conversation with me about what I would do and how I would treat people from the bench, you can call me at 702-544-0085. You can email me at chevalier4familycourt@gmail.com, and you can go to my website and poke around, read about my history, call me, ask me any questions, send me a message, sign up to volunteer, or make a small donation. I've had people donate $5 and $5,000. It really helps to have that support. Thank you.